the company is Helen and I, and we met at university in Hull, and we started working together in our second year. And it was out of a shared desire to work physically and to work with text, music and dance, but in a way that wasn't musical theatre.
People have said that patriarchy is natural. People have said that patriarchy is the natural result of the male animal's a superior strength. People have said that female is universally submissive to the male.
The show is called Two Man Show, and it's about masculinity and patriarchy and language, which always makes it sound really quite dry and academic, but it's told in a form that's very expressive and visual and musical. It tells quite a linear story of two brothers called Dan and John, and they're both really struggling with how to be men, feeling a lot of pressure from the world about what masculinity means and what being a successful man means. And both of those men are in positions of care. One of them is just about to become a father, and one of them is caring for their elderly father. So they're both in a really tricky situation and are trying to work that out between the two of them. So you have these scenes that run through the play, which are quite conventional. And then you have scenes that are much more expressive and physical and ambiguous as to what they're about. And I kind of never like to say too much about what they're about, because hopefully people take really different things from them.
Dino's just had a baby.
Dino is a nutter.
Yeah, I think it might be good for him. Rabs had one last year and it really chilled him out, you know. He's always telling us funny stuff, it says. Could be a laugh.
Just going to be changing nappies and staying in.
Yeah, that'd be shit, wouldn't it?
We're always looking for ways that the form is as articulate as the content. So having a show that breaks, having a show in which we suddenly say, we're performers and we can see you and you can see us and we know that we've broken this in front of you, feels like the best way to question a form and the most playful way of questioning a form.
Because it started about being about masculinity, and then the more that we read, we kind of went, no, this is about patriarchy too, and it has to be about language, because the language that we speak is so patriarchal, therefore the way that we think is patriarchal, and then how does living in this patriarchal world affect us as individuals trying to be women? So all of that was really interesting and useful to spend that time really kind of delving into the deepness of the issue, because it is so huge.
When I say love, you think that we understand each other?
It feels like we give enough of ourselves personally, enough of our own autobiographical details that other people feel they can share their lives with us. So it feels like quite an intimate experience talking to an audience after the show. I think they feel like they really know us, and suddenly they let us really know them. So we didn't know we were making it, but it feels like there's something generous that happens between us and an audience, and people are really willing to meet us there, which is lovely.
I thought I could tell you with words who I am, with words how funny of me. I thought I could tell you with words who I am, with words how funny of me. I wake you up in the middle